Hello, coming to you once again from the kitchen studio in a remote town in Ohio. It's the Couch Brotato Podcast. On today's episode, it's summer movie season, which sounds a little weird considering we haven't had a real summer movie season in about 2 years, but we've got one this year. Lucas, producer Adam, and I are going to sit down and give you the rundown of what's coming out this summer, our top 5 picks, and then we're going to take our top 5 picks and create the ultimate summer movie season viewing guide for each and every one of you. So after the guitar riff, it's the summer movie preview. Hello and welcome back to the Couch Brotato Podcast. My name is Russ, and with me as always is Lucas. Lucas, what's happening, man?
Not much. It almost wasn't as always. Yes. Good thing for a comedy of errors on all of our parts that we couldn't get the episode recorded.
You know, it wouldn't be an episode of this show if there wasn't some kind of technical issue. It's usually something on my end. Last night, my computer decided it just didn't want to do an update. So, at 10 o'clock, we just said, fuck it, we'll do it tonight. So we're recording at 9:18 on Tuesday, and hopefully this will be out Tuesday night. So,
man, we're really going for it,
right? And we're joined by a very special guest. Producer Adam's back on the show. Adam, how are you, man? It's been a little while since you've been on the show.
Yeah, it has been a little while, but I've been doing good. I'm trying to get back into the groove of things.
That's all. Sounds like one of your daughters is going to be joining us as well. I heard a little voice in the background.
Yeah, I had to usher her out of the room there for a second.
You can just do what I do with my kids. I usually practice wrestling moves if they get out of hand. Tonight, I put my daughter through a folding table with a rock bottom. Went right to sleep.
You live in Buffalo, or?
Yeah, it's the Bills. I'm really pumped about their season. Figured I'd give the table thing a shot. She took it like a champ, though. She got up. She's like, "Okay, I'll go to bed, Dad. Whatever you say." Adam, I will say that I like the new way you're in the video tonight. Last couple of times you've recorded, it looks like you've been in some kind of cave in a war-torn country.
I could have been.
Yeah, I thought it was your car, but we could, you could also have been, in the Ukraine. We wouldn't know. But now it looks like you're just on an episode of Catfish, and one of your friends is catfishing somebody, and Lucas and I are trying to get to the bottom of things.
And we will.
That's right, we will. If not, we'll just get the people that actually do the catfish.
Yeah.
I don't know, my wife watches that show, so I don't know exactly how it works or who you have to get in touch with, but whatever. We are brought together tonight. I'm kind of excited. For the first time in 2 years, it looks like we're going to get a actual summer movie season, which has been kind of shot for the last couple of years. 2020, we didn't get really anything unless you like going to the drive-ins to see old movies. And then 2021, we got a few titles like Black Widow, the Fast 9, Quiet Place 2. That was about it that I can recall off the top of my head.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But this year, we do have a summer movie season. Kicked off on May the 6th with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Made a shit ton of money first weekend. People are freaking out that it took a huge drop in weekend 2. Marvel's still making money hand over fist. So,
speaking of which, I want to interject just so that we don't get yelled at by our listeners. Spider-Man came out in 2021 as well.
It did, but it came out during Christmas time.
Oh, it did. You're right.
Yeah,
okay.
It wasn't summer movie season.
It wasn't.
The movie started picking up in October when Venom came out, and then people, studios like, you know what, fuck it. You get COVID. We're putting our shit out. You'll come, you'll enjoy. We got a lot of good stuff that came out in the fall.
We did.
Oh, but yeah, good point, but yeah, it didn't come out in summer. At least, true. I don't know, if that was summer, here in Ohio, summer's really fucked up. It's cold.
Well, it is Ohio.
It is Ohio.
I never know.
But tonight we are going to give the rundown of what's coming out this summer. And then Lucas, Adam, and myself are going to give our top 5 movies that we want to see. And then we're going to try to combine them into creating the ultimate top 5 for you guys and gals to see this summer. So it sound like a plan, guys?
Sounds like a fist fight waiting to happen.
All right. Or a knife fight, a virtual knife fight. Which, speaking of which, before I kick off, I had to defend my good name on the internet. The missus is going on a field trip with my son tomorrow and claimed I wouldn't allow her to take a number of products on said field trip. One of them was a pocket knife.
Probably not a great idea on a child's field trip.
Actually, we were going to, I never said that she couldn't take a pocket knife. You know, if kids get out of hand, you got to teach them a lesson, scare shit out of them a little bit.
She's taking like a switchblade, or she just fucking flip it around.
It's just a little pocket knife. Wouldn't surprise me least bit. She didn't have a butterfly knife or something.
Take a couple of them and then give them to the kids and have a kid fight ring. Like
they're doing it outdoors in the woods, so it's perfect. It's like
a Hunger Games type deal.
Yep. Hopefully my son ends up being Katniss Everdeen and wins out. All right, well, enough of that stuff. But figured we'd kick it off a movie that I have no intention of seeing. Probably most people listen to the show probably won't give two shits. But for you Downton Abbey fans, there's the sequel to the Downton Abbey movie, Downton Abbey, A New Era, coming out on May the 20th. I don't know, either one of you gentlemen plan on checking that out?
No, I have to run myself over with my car instead.
Okay.
More entertaining than that.
Well, it looks like if Lucas is going to do that, then I guess I'll be in the market for a new co-host. Adam, have any designs on seeing Downton Abbey, A New Era?
No, I never really got into Downton Abbey. So.
Neither did I. Apparently, the plot of the movie is the citizens of Downton Abbey are visited by a movie crew, and they're filming a movie in Downton Abbey.
Okay. So it's like Downton Abbey, but The Office.
Sorta. Except not as good.
Oh, okay.
On Memorial Day weekend, actually a couple big movies, including one that will probably make my top 5 list. First off, the Bob's Burgers movie, which I'm going to be transparent here. I've never seen an episode of Bob's Burgers. I've heard it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've only watched a few episodes, though.
Lucas, you a Bob's Burger guy?
No, I'm not, but I do like the guy that is the voice of, I'm assuming, Bob. He does Archer, which I love Archer.
Yeah, H. John Benjamin.
Mm-hmm. He's hilarious.
Yeah, apparently the plot of this movie is they're trying to save the restaurant.
Okay.
Which doesn't really surprise me. Its plot is the Belchers embark on a mission to save the family business when overdue bank loans and a massive sinkhole threaten their iconic Ocean Avenue home. Oh, I guess they're saving their house, not the restaurant. And then also on the 27th is a movie I've been looking forward to since 2020. It's been pushed back 6 or 7 times. Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, yep.
36 years after the original comes out, Tom Cruise is back as Maverick. It's got Miles Teller playing Goose's son, which he's called Rooster.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
Really excited. They released the reviews for this movie, what was that, last week? And I think last I seen it was sitting at 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, which is incredible, especially for a sequel.
Yeah,
I mean, a regular movie, it's good, but for like a sequel, that's outstanding.
Yeah, especially when consider how old this movie is, and I seen some of the rotten reviews, and it seems like it's people that have never seen the first one, and they just wanted to be like, you know what? All these 80s kids, they're excited about this movie. Let me shit on it just to be different. So, whoever, I forget the reviewer, but whoever you are, fuck you.
Well, I honestly thought it when they announced it, I was like, oh, God, please no. But, apparently it's turning out well, so that's good. I'm glad they don't listen to me.
We actually got a 7-minute IMAX epilogue during Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness 2, which just kind of It's got me even more excited for that movie.
Yeah, well, it was like what 5-7 minutes long.
Yeah, I think it was like 5 or 6 minutes long. But yeah, super awesome. That'll be a movie that I have to go see in the IMAX. So it looks like it's made for that. And just seen a commercial right before we came on the air. If you go to Applebee's, spend $25, get to see it for free. So not only can you eat good in the neighborhood, you can go see Top Gun afterward. You can make a date out of it for you cheapskates out there. On June the 10th, it looks like they're skipping the 3rd. So on June the 10th is another highly anticipated movie. We get Jurassic World Dominion, which is going to reunite Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, and we're getting the original cast, Jeff Goldblum, Laura Dern, and Sam Neill. Trailer looked awesome, especially the Raptors running through Rome, chasing Chris Pratt. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm sold. You know what? This movie could have looked like shit on the trailers. I probably would have been there opening day anyways.
Yeah. Plus, there's the adorable beta.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I seen in the
but still.
I seen in the trailer Blue's kids get kidnapped.
Yeah, that's beta.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that beta. Okay.
And did you guys see the? It was a really long trailer. It was the one where the T-Rex is terrorizing the drive-in theater. Man, that was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing that makes me want to see it.
Yeah.
Fun fact for you: first time I saw Jurassic Park, drive-in.
Yeah, me too.
That's a good drive-in movie.
It is.
I was back in the 2020 pandemic era when the drive-in theaters were showing old movies. I was really hoping to go catch that one because I've seen a couple of theaters around here show Jurassic Park and Jaws together.
Oh, wow.
And that would have been like the perfect drive-in combo because those movies are made for that form. Well, I guess for a second viewing, I would go see them in the best theater you can at first. But it looks like the plot of this one is looks like they are Owen Grady and Claire Dearing are joined by original trilogy protagonist Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm. They'll face off against newer, more brutal Atrociraptors and the Gigantosaurus, also called Giga, who director Colin Trevorrow has compared to the Joker.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't know, it just kind of rubbed me with these movies a little bit is they make up these fucking new dinosaurs and put them in.
Yeah.
But you know, as long as it doesn't suck, they can make all the dinosaurs they want.
Yeah, they worked it into the plot of Jurassic World, like, oh, we're gonna gene splice and make new dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I have high hopes for this. I hope it's better than the second Jurassic World, which I've seen it again recently and just doesn't hold up quite as well as I've seen it in the theaters. I would say it's better than the Jurassic Park 3, and I'd say almost on par with Jurassic Park 2, but it's not as good as Jurassic World. Definitely not on par with the original Jurassic Park.
Unpopular opinion, I like the second Jurassic Park up until the Godzilla sequence with the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Spielberg was trying to rip off King Kong and Godzilla a little bit with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still blew my mind. I seen that on TV like 6 months ago, and I completely forgot that we get a very young Vince Vaughn in that movie too.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that.
On July the 17th, we get the Toy Story spinoff, Lightyear, which stars Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear, which this apparently takes place in the 1980s. It's like the Buzz Lightyear cartoon that spawns the toys.
Okay.
I don't know, this looks kind of cool. Like, I kind of hope it works because I think that if you're going to spin off Toy Story, this was the way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, Woody can't have his own.
Well, I think a space movie is going to work a little bit better in today's world versus a cowboy movie.
Yeah, I know. I was kidding.
Versus aliens.
Yeah. On June the 24th, we get Black Phone, which stars Ethan Hawke and is directed by Scott Derrickson, who did Sinister in the first Doctor Strange movie. I don't know if you guys seen the trailer for this, but this actually looks really good, and it's gotten some really good reviews so far.
Yeah.
Lucas looks like he didn't do his homework.
I did not.
Didn't watch the trailer.
See that one.
It's on the list I sent you.
Stay-at-home dad, Russ, to a kid that's learning how to walk.
I work full-time job, have an 11-year-old, 4-year-old. I managed to squeeze in 20 minutes to watch all these trailers in this.
You must teach me how.
Apparently so. You are horrible at time management.
I am. Very much so.
Well, let me run down the plot of this briefly, Lucas, since you didn't come prepared. A young man, Finney Shaw, ends up as the grabber's latest captive. He discovers he can connect with the spirit of previous victims through a mysterious black phone, one that may help his sister find him and bring this child killer to justice. I highly recommend checking this out, Lucas, when you're done. This movie actually looks really good. Adam, did you watch the trailer? Or did you pull Lucas and didn't watch it?
I watched the trailer. I've seen it.
See, that's why.
Is that like a verb? Like, did you pull a Lucas?
It is now. On June 24th, we also get Elvis, the Baz Luhrmann Elvis biopic. Is it biopic or biopic?
I always said biopic.
I've always called it a biopic. Adam, you got to be the tiebreaker here.
Man, I don't know what the right one is, but biopic sounds better because it's a biography picture show. So,
potato. We're both right, I guess.
Yeah.
Since Adam went diplomatic on us and didn't want to cause a rift. This has Tom Hanks playing Colonel Tom Parker. I don't know if you guys remember, this is the movie where Tom Hanks caught COVID when everything went to shit, and I thought for a brief moment we were going to lose the American treasure, Tom Hanks.
I'm really glad we didn't. That would have really sucked. I like that guy a lot.
It would have sucked.
And then who would have made fucking Apple movies? Nobody.
Oh, yeah, he's got another one. He's done 2 so far, hasn't he? Well, Greyhound technically wasn't, but he did that robot movie, didn't he?
Yeah, and then I think there's a sequel to Greyhound coming out, but it is made for Apple, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Greyhound yet.
It's really good.
I'll have to check it out at some point. But I also, trying to do research for the show. I guess I shouldn't bitch at you too much because I can't squeeze in watching movies unless I go to a theater. On July the 1st, we get Minions, The Rise of Gru. This basically is a prequel to Despicable Me, where we get a young Gru and his minions. Do you remember that girl that used to work with us we called Gru?
Yeah.
I do.
Walked just like her. Okay, I don't know why I just thought of that, but...
Had like the same shape. So weird.
On July the 8th, we get the 4th Thor movie, Thor: Love and Thunder, which this one looks pretty good. This takes place
really
after the events of Endgame, where it looks like, at least with the trailer, we get the Guardians of the Galaxy with Thor. We also get Lady Thor, played by the returning Natalie Portman.
It looks absolutely fucking jacked.
Oh, dude, she looked... I thought that was CGI, but she looks yoked in that trailer. I seen them
straight
guns.
Swole, cuz.
I'm like, damn.
Chadman, Amidala.
On July the 15th, there's a movie called Where the Crawdads Sing. I don't know, it's one of them young adult novel turned movies about a girl who she grows up in a swamp. I, truth be told, watched it. That's probably the last time I'll see this movie. Didn't give it 2 shits. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Next. On July the 22nd, we have the new Jordan Peele movie, Nope, which looks...
That looks so good.
It does. I mean, they don't give you anything in this trailer at all.
That's the perfect way to do a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a good way to make a trailer.
See, I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer. I'm not feeling that movie.
They don't. Yeah, but see, usually nowadays trailers like give you the entire plot of the movie, and then you're just like, I feel like I watched the entire movie. I don't need to go see that. But this one did it the perfect way. They made it so that it's somewhat mysterious, and you're like, okay, I really want to know what's happening in this movie, but they don't give it away. So now you have to go see it.
So what you're saying is the trailer, you're like, oh, give me more, and they're like, nope.
Yeah, exactly.
If I had that, I would totally do that, but unfortunately, I don't have that button on there. I'm with Adam, dude. Like, I seen this trailer, and I was just like, oh man, like they give you just enough to pique your interest, but then they don't give you too much. Because in trailers anymore, they almost give you too much of the movie. So I prefer to like kind of build it up what this is going to be, and then just be completely off. According to this synopsis, basically it's basically something happens to this small California town, including these siblings who run a historic Hollywood horse ranch, and they witness something very terrifying. That's all they gave us for this. It looks like it's probably going to be. It could be an alien movie of some kind.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, it is cool how they kind of dangle a carrot out there for you, but I don't know.
Well, all right, everybody, just go off Lucas. Lucas doesn't think it's going to be any good, so don't even go bother. Jordan Peele.
Lucas thought Top Gun wasn't going to be good at first, so you know.
Why am I even on here?
I don't know. You didn't watch any of the trailers?
I actually just watched Black Phone, and it does look very good.
Black Phone looks really good. On July the 29th, we get DC, the League of Super Pets, which basically revolves around Superman's dog companion Crypto. It looks like we get the pet versions of the DC superheroes. I don't know. Like, I watched the trailer for this. I mean, if my son wants to go see it, I'll probably go check it out, but I'm not going to rush out to see it.
I say if I was 10 years old, I'd probably be really excited.
I showed it to my son, and he's like, okay, cool, Dad. Let's see, on July, well, actually, this is not coming out on July 29th now. They bumped it to August the 5th. Bullet Train, which stars Brad Pitt, which looks really cool. Looks like it's a bunch of assassins on a bullet train in Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah, we looked at each other when we saw this at the beginning of Multiverse of Madness, because I hadn't seen anything about it.
I had heard about it, but I hadn't seen any trailer for it at all. That's the first time I'd seen the trailer.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah. That's pretty much going to be the rundown. There really isn't a whole lot coming out noteworthy from now until the end of August. August is usually like the wasteland anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, there used to be like you'd get one or two like kind of cool movies, but for the most part, it looks like right now August is like, kind of like the dumping ground. There might be something that pops up that might look pretty good, but I was just like, nothing to really to talk about. But all right, we ready to run down our top fives?
Yep.
I'm good. Let's do this thing.
All right. Well, since I've already seen Lucas's list, Adam, what's the top 5 movies you're looking forward to this summer?
I'm gonna have to go. My number one is Jurassic World.
You fucking called it, Russ.
Jurassic Park's my favorite, one of my favorite movies. So the nostalgia plays a big factor. Then I'm gonna have to go with Lightyear. Just because I'm probably gonna take my kid to see it, and I mean, it looks really good. Nope. Just because that trailer was so amazing. Plus, I mean, they make great movies anyways. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to have to go with Top Gun. It probably should be before Nope, but definitely going to go see that.
But Nope.
And Thor.
Okay. All right. I'm already intrigued because I know your list is somewhat different than mine. and Lucas's list. Lucas, what do you got as your top 5 movies to see?
So you have seen my list, but I am going to change number 5 because I've had an epiphany after I did my homework finally while recording the show.
Yay.
But my number 1 that I'm excited to see is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel movies just do it for me. I don't know. They're fun.
Yep.
And I don't know if this phase is going to tie together like the other phases did. It doesn't seem like it so far.
I think it is.
But I do like how they ultimately come to an end like that. So it intrigues me to see where the story goes. Number 2 is Jurassic World. Really excited for that. The idea of dinosaurs running across all of the world and humans fighting to survive against that, it's an intriguing idea. Number 3 is Top Gun. I think that trailer that we got before Multiverse of Madness, or like fuck half the fucking movie, did it for me. That was the dogfighting scene was really, really cool. Plus, I was telling Adam, that the Chinese were like spying on that movie because there was a plane on there that looked really cool, and they thought it was real. So they're like getting a hold of the U.S. Department of Defense, like, "Hey, what the fuck are you guys doing over there?"
Don't worry, it's just Tom Cruise. Oh, okay, we've dealt with Tom Cruise before. Fucking crazy.
They know what to expect.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Bullet Train for me, and it was all based off of that trailer that we saw, and that trailer just looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 5 is going to be Black Phone. I originally had Lightyear there. To be honest with you, I'm not really interested in seeing Lightyear, but I had seen the trailers for every other movie except for Black Phone, believe it or not. So doing my homework was kind of just one movie I didn't watch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not really interested in seeing Lightyear. I'm kind of tired of the Toy Story universe, to be honest with you. I really enjoyed 4, but I think they should just quit now. And Black Phone looks really cool. Plus, Ethan Hawke always like delivers.
Your first time playing a villain too. Well, I guess I haven't seen Moon Knight yet.
Second time playing a villain.
Okay.
And he's very good as a villain, by the way.
I've first time playing a villain in the movies.
Yeah. Although I hate that show. So that's neither here nor there.
Oh, well, thanks for ruining that one for me. My top 5 is number 1 is Top Gun Maverick. I think I've expressed to you, Lucas, on a number of occasions how I chronically get pissed off every time they pushed it back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when that cinematic trailer, like that 5-10 minute whatever it was, I'm pretty sure you smacked somebody with your cock when you stood up.
I did. I think I knocked over somebody's drink. But yeah, just like Top Gun, it's my favorite Tom Cruise role. I think that summed up Tom Cruise perfectly up until like the whole couch jumping sequence on Oprah. Now he's kind of become like the Jackie Chan of American movies. But before that, kind of the cocky, insert profession here, who kind of gets, thinks he's better than he is. Something happens, then he ends up having to prove himself, and he's actually as good as he thinks he is. It's kind of like the prototype for Tom Cruise for years. Awesome soundtrack. That's like when I think of 80s movies, Top Gun's usually like the top 5 for me.
Yeah.
And plus, every trailer I've seen, it looked awesome. And then the fact that they had that IMAX prologue in front of Doctor Strange, I'm like, okay, I'm fucking sold.
Yeah.
My number 2 pick is Thor: Love and Thunder. Although after Doctor Strange, and then I just watched the new She-Hulk. They released a trailer for that show this evening. I'm a little worried about Thor being good.
I thought She-Hulk looks pretty good, but the CGI is just really
the
bad.
CGI was really bad. I hope that they clean that up before August.
Yeah, that was terrible.
But I don't know, like that trailer didn't really grab me. Now I think that the Thor trailer looks really fun, but I don't know, Marvel's just been kind of in a slump lately. I mean, outside of Spider-Man and Shang-Chi, like we discussed it last week. I don't know, just I hope that there's eventually some kind of cohesive. These movies eventually have a purpose to them, and it just doesn't seem like they do.
I feel like that's kind of what they're missing, you know, compared to the older movies. You had, you were coming for that big fight with Thanos at the end. So,
and I've been thinking a lot after our Doctor Strange episode that if Thor kind of disappoints, that I may not be so gung-ho about going to see these movies on opening day. Black Widow was decent, but wasn't great. Shang-Chi was really good. That surprised me. But, like, outside of Spider-Man, everything else just been, like, good, but, like, not what I'm accustomed to from them.
Yeah, and plus the Eternals was dog shit.
Yeah, you can find out what we think about the Eternals in the Doctor Strange reaction episode, which you can find now wherever you get podcasts. Number 3 for me is Bullet Train. That movie looks like that is what a summer movie is. It looks like it's just fun, tons of awesome stunts, Brad Pitt being Brad Pitt. I was like you said, we looked at each other after we see the trailer for the first time at Doctor Strange. Like, yep, we're seeing that.
Yep,
that's fucking happening.
Yep.
And I've watched the trailer a couple times since then. I was like, man, this still looks super awesome.
I like how you say Brad Pitt being Brad Pitt, just, you know, handsome as fuck, just fucking shit up.
Well, no, he looks like he's having fun. It's it looks like he's playing Brad Pitt from Ocean's 11, and with a little bit of his character in Burn After Reading, just like a pinch, like he's the seasoning.
Yeah.
A little bit of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Brad Pitt too. But yeah, that movie looks super awesome. I think it's done by the same guy that did the first John Wick too, David Leitch. So
I'm not sure. I'll look it up for you.
Yeah, so that should be good. I mean, he's got a good track record. I believe he did Deadpool or Deadpool 2, one of the Deadpool movies. Number 4 for me was Nope. That trailer looks super awesome. I forget. I've seen that at a movie theater. I'm trying to think what movie we've seen that in front of.
Batman.
Oh yeah, it was Batman. Yeah, Nope was like, yeah, this has got to happen. Plus, Jordan Peele has not led us wrong yet. I mean, both us not so much as Get Out. Get Out was probably one of the best movies of the last 10 years, I'd say.
Yeah.
Us was still pretty good, not knowing what that was about. And I think we discussed it, just them giving you as little as possible kind of adds to the intrigue of the movie. Makes me want to go see it. That'd be a weekend one for me. And then number 5 is Jurassic World Dominion. I still think it looks really cool. I like the fact that we're getting the old cast back. Because I personally, I like Chris Pratt a lot, but to me, just getting Grant, Ellie, and Malcolm back together, I'm like, okay, I'm sold now. I've loved that trio so much.
They work really well together.
And I'm surprised it's taken this long to get all 3 of them back together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, just the prospect of seeing those 3 together again, like, okay, I'm sold. And then I said the Raptor running through Rome. I really did put strong consideration into putting Black Phone at number 5. Because that movie looks spooky. And I don't know if you guys have seen Sinister, but that's a really, really good horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I saw it's also done by people that did the Exorcism of Emily Rose, and that movie scares the ever-loving fucking shit out of me. I've watched that movie one time, and that is the only time I will ever watch that movie.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
You were circling back to Bullet Train. You were right. He did do John Wick, which is a hell of a directorial debut. He did Atomic Blonde, and he did Deadpool 2, and he also did Hobbs and Shaw. Okay,
so yeah, 3 really good movies. Hobbs and Shaw is solid. solid entry in the Fast and Furious universe. Not my favorite movie in that world, but still pretty good.
I haven't seen it. I kind of gave up on Fast and Furious after I think 5 or 6 was the last one I saw.
You're missing out, man. I tell you what, nothing pulls at the heartstrings more than a Wiz Khalifa playing at the end of Vin Diesel and Paul Walker's last ride together.
Which one was that? I did see that one.
That's Fast 7.
Okay, yeah, so I've stopped at 7 then.
I remember.
I did see that.
I remember I went and seen that in the theaters opening weekend, and to the left of us, I heard somebody go, "Man, fuck!" And it sounded like they were crying.
That really does pull at the heartstrings, though. That was very sad.
Yeah. Well, before we get into the definitive top 5, is there anything that you guys seen that looks like it might be like a big turd, a big bomb that's just gonna be a piece of shit?
Firestarter.
Well, Firestarter wasn't on our list, but yeah, I mean that one didn't look any good. I seen something today I thought was kind of funny. They said Firestarter is the movie that you would something about Zac Efron did Firestarter because Master P is his agent. I know I just totally boggled that joke, but it's Firestarter's the movie that you do if Master P's your agent, something like that. I know I just fucked it up. You can go ahead and cut that out. But is there anything in here looks like it could be potentially like a bomb? Or not as good as you think it's going to be?
Well, I mean, none of us are excited about Downton Abbey. I'm sure that the people that like that will like it, but ugh. It's like watching paint dry.
Well, I mean, I had no intention of seeing it anyways. I know for me, I know it's in my top 5 movies I want to see, but I also think that Jurassic World Dominion could also be one of those movies that disappoints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's just simply the fact that, like, I think it's because I thought the second Jurassic World was a little lackluster, and it looks like it's more the same from that universe, like the last few movies, but they're just putting in giving you the nostalgia of the original 3. So I don't know, like I think it's going to be good, but I also think that, like, if I come out of that movie thinking it sucked, I'm not going to be surprised either.
Yeah.
Adam.
Sorry.
Adam, Lucas, you guys got anything you want to add on the movie that could bomb?
It's not going to bomb because it's a Marvel movie, but Thor: Love and Thunder could be not as good as we think. I mean, lately the Marvel movies haven't been like amazing, like we've been saying. Like it's Black Widow was okay. The Multiverse Madness was good, but not great, and the Eternals sucked. I watched the first 10 minutes of that and turned it off.
I suffered through the whole thing, and
Yeah, just be thankful you didn't see that in a movie theater. My wife and I watched that in a movie theater, and she actually whispered over to me, she's like, "This movie fucking sucks."
So it is. There is a great potential for Thor: Love and Thunder to not be as good as we think it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how good we think it's going to be, but that Elvis biopic doesn't look very good to me. I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me. I like some Elvis music, but it's not really my thing, and I really don't give a shit about his life.
That'll be one I'll check out. I like Baz Luhrmann. He did Moulin Rouge. He did the Romeo and Juliet with DiCaprio and Claire Danes.
That movie's horrible.
What's that?
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, really? He also did. Yeah. And then he also did the Great Gatsby too, the DiCaprio remake from a few years ago, which I actually dug. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So I think that movie could be good, but I can also see your point of view. I'm going to err on the side of caution. It's got Tom Hanks in it.
That is a fair point.
Give
Tom Hanks can save a movie.
I think that's the type of movie that they make just to be on the Oscar ballot.
So you think I don't know if that's going to be.
I mean, maybe not like Best Picture or anything, but it's like costume design or something like that. That's a movie that they make for the Oscars.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be it's gonna be like an awesome picture like movie to watch. Like it's just gonna be visually very appealing. But
yeah, kind of like what is that? Like Hollywood Land, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like black and white and then in color and all that stuff.
Yeah.
oh, you're talking about the super like George Reeves, Murder Ben Affleck, Hollywood Land. Or am I thinking something completely different?
I don't know. It was in my head. It sounded good. It's probably not right. That's how things usually go.
That's why you folks listen to us week in and week out, because, I mean, we're just running a tight ship here. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about half the time. We don't even know what movies we're referencing anymore. People come for the train wreck. People will also, like, as much as they like being entertained, they'll also watch a train wreck too. So, and here you are.
I'm not that bad.
No, I'll give you. You're good, Lucas. I just like giving you a hard time. Okay, well let's put together this top 5 list of the movies that you guys have to go see this summer. So starting at number 5, Lucas, your number 5 was Black Phone.
Yep.
Adam, your number 5 was.
Which one did I put at number 5?
I think you put Thor there.
It was Thor. Yeah, it was
okay.
Thor.
And then I have Jurassic World at number 5. I don't know. Which one of those movies do you think is going to be like the least entertaining?
That's a good question. Well, I think out of those.
Well, let me rephrase. It's like we all have Top Gun in our top 5, right?
Right.
So Top Gun's going to be in the top 5. Thor's in all 3 of our top 5s, and Jurassic World, right?
Yeah.
So those are going to be in the top 5 regardless. So I'd say those will probably be in the 3. So we got to whittle down 4 and 5. Okay. Lucas, we had Bullet Train. Adam didn't.
Nope.
And then Adam and I have Nope.
So.
And you didn't. So I think that's the top. That's probably going to be the top 5. Just we have to figure out which one's going to be which now.
So probably Nope is going to be either at 4 or 5, just because of the hype for that movie is going to be beyond what I think about it. You know what I mean?
10 Cloverfield Lane.
So probably Nope will be in there. And Adam didn't have Bullet Train.
No, I didn't have Bullet Train on mine, but I'm willing to, concede to that because it does look really good.
Well, so, yeah, I think our top 5 is going to be Top Gun, Jurassic World, Bullet Train, Nope, and Thor.
Yeah.
So now it's just ranking those on the appeal. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to fight for Top Gun to be number 1.
I knew you would, but I think Top Gun is probably going to be number 2.
Yeah, if anything, number 2. I'd say let's put Nope at number 5 because it could be either way, and Lucas doesn't even have it on his list. So,
well, you don't have Bullet Train on yours, so
right. Well, I mean, Bullet Train. I mean, it's more fleshed out than what we think Nope is. Like, we don't know about Nope. Bullet Train, it looks cool.
Plus, the director's got a pretty good track record.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so does the director of Nope, but...
Exactly. So that's why it should probably be in our top 5 lists for sure.
Right. So I'd say Nope is number 5, and then Bullet Train maybe for number 4.
I'd be okay with that. I mean, like, I would probably say, well, in terms of my list, I think I had Nope higher, but yeah, I'd say Nope could be number 5, just because I guess what works well also kind of is a deterrent too. It's like you kind of don't know what it's about.
Right.
I mean, you kind of can suspect what it is, but then it could be something completely different.
Right.
It gave me Cowboys versus Aliens vibes.
What?
It did. They're on that fucking old Hollywood movie ranch with horses
I
and
don't
aliens
know.
coming down.
I don't know where the fuck you got that from. That like it did.
I smoke a lot of weed.
Hey, I used to, and I never thought Cowboys and Aliens for a split second.
I like that movie, by the way.
Okay, that makes one of us. I guess that makes sense on why it gave you those vibes. I don't know. I think, yeah, number 5 would be Nope, just because we don't know what it's about. So,
Right.
Nope.
nope. I don't know. Like, I'm inclined to put Jurassic World at number 4 just because I think it has the biggest potential to be a disappointment.
It does have the biggest, like, if you're thinking about all these, just because Marvel has, been marginal lately. So,
but Marvel still has the track record, and Thor
right.
is like it reunites Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah,
So,
but Thor hasn't been the best superhero. He doesn't have the best track record. The first Thor looked like it was shot on a movie set, and the second Thor was just, you couldn't see it.
It was shot in the dark with black walls.
The third one was great, but
we'll see. That's why I think I am optimistic it's going to be good, because he was able to bring out the best of the Thor character. He was able to turn those movies in from being like kind of, well, Jesus, I don't even know how to describe the Dark World, but
God, that's one of the worst Marvel movies there is.
But the first one kind of has a Shakespearean vibe. I think it's because Kenneth Branagh directed it, and then the second one just, I don't know, I just don't think it's very good. But I think they unlocked something at Chris Hemsworth. They kind of played to his comedic side a lot more. And I think that, because I still think Thor Ragnarok is probably in the top 5 Marvel movies, like the best ones anyways.
And didn't he Taika Waititi? Is that how you say his name?
Taka. I thought it was
Taka. Okay. Didn't he do some Mandalorian episodes too?
He also did Jojo Rabbit too, which is a very, very cool movie if you haven't seen it. It's a World War II movie.
I kind of got us off track, but I was gonna say, like, I didn't think about putting Thor down there just because of the possibility that it could be a lot better but like with Jurassic World, we have 3 for Jurassic Park, and then we have Jurassic World that we're kind of, 3, Jurassic Park 3 sucks. Jurassic Park 2 isn't very good, and Jurassic World is
I think that's the second best one in the franchise, personally.
Yeah,
I really like Jurassic World a lot.
Jurassic World was amazing. I loved it. It was so good.
What am I what is the second Jurassic World called?
Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, that's where they have the dinosaur auction.
And
that's the one. I'm sorry, that's the one I was thinking of, not the first Jurassic World.
Yeah, Jurassic World is where
they
basically, it's kind of like a rehash of the first one.
Yeah, no, that one is really good. I'm sorry, Fallen Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of.
But see, I'm still gonna vie for the Lost World to be okay, and up until the point where they're in San Diego with the T-Rex.
San Diego.
And
I don't believe you.
Another good point for Jurassic World. This is the most important point for Jurassic World. Jeff Goldblum. There we go. All right, we're done. It's gonna be higher than 4.
All right. Well, we'll come back to it, but I'm comfortable putting Jurassic World at 4 just because I think 4. I mean, I'm still going to go see it opening weekend. I still think it's going to be fun, but I still think that movie could easily be disappointing compared to the other ones on our list. That's why I'm comfortable putting it at 4. Actually, I would put it at 5. I mean, that's where I ranked it in mine, but.
So let's circle back. So what are we debating for 3 then?
I would put Bullet Train at 3.
So do we think Bullet Train is going to be better than Jurassic World?
I think it will be.
I still have optimism and hope for Jurassic World.
So then maybe we need to flip a coin. For
No,
those two.
well, make the case on why Jurassic World.
Because it also does have the potential to be really good.
It does. It does.
And we really don't know anything about Bullet Train other than the trailer we saw.
Jurassic World is an established franchise with some good movies in the
Let's
franchise.
say with a spotty track record.
It does. It does have a very, and I'm sorry, Adam, but 2 is not very good. Even before that scene.
Ian Malcolm is one of the best characters.
If I could chime in for a minute, I'm getting text messages from my wife while we're doing this, and she just responded, Jeff Goldblum, duh.
Yeah.
So she's on your side.
Well, that is one of our listeners, so I guess we got to put that at 3.
And frequent collaborator on the show, too.
Very true. So we're going to put Bullet Train at 4, and then Jurassic World at 3.
I'm still putting Jurassic Park at 4. I think Bullet Train just, I don't know, like the trailer enough sold me as like it's just going to be a fun summer movie. It's like one of those movies that you don't have to really seriously think about, and it was something different. Jurassic World just was kind of like, yeah, cool. You got like all like the old and the new together, but it looked more the same, just in a different location. Yeah, it looked like it didn't add anything extra to the franchise. It's like, okay, it's dinosaurs. We're just going to put them in Rome, put them in different locations. But Bullet Train looked like something different.
I can appreciate that. I'm still of this. I'm in the but dinosaurs camp. But yeah, I can concede, I guess. I just, it could be good. It could not be good. It's chaos. Everything's chaos.
The thing I love about this whole debate is it's still like in the top 5 movies of the summer. Yeah. And we're like, oh, fuck you, it's at 4. Fuck you, it's at 3. It's still a top 5 movie of the summer.
It could be great. It could be bad. It could be one big pile of shit.
I see what you did there.
Hey-oo. All right, so now comes the real where we're gonna fight Russ tooth and nail here between Thor and Top Gun.
Make the case for Thor.
Thor Ragnarok. I like Thor.
Top Gun.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Top Gun was like, I like Top Gun, but it was like every movie. Top Gun.
So Top Gun, like every 80s movie that came out, was about a flight program in the Navy with guys with code names, and 2 of them are best friends and one gets killed. That's every 80s movie.
Don't you remember that Mr. Miyagi was teaching people how to fly planes?
I do remember that in Karate Kid too. Like they flew a jet fighter to Tokyo.
All right, I quit.
He's done for the night. I think we did lose him for a minute.
I think so too. Now, all
right, I tell you what, I will make my case for Top Gun first. Okay. Top Gun, beloved 1980s movie, probably one of the most iconic movies of the 80s. You've got arguably, in a time that doesn't have too many of them now, you still got arguably a top 2 or 3 movie star in Tom Cruise. The reviews have been spectacular for this. Mm-hmm. And I think the biggest selling point is Paramount could have put this movie on Paramount Plus to get subscribers. They did it with a lot of their movies, but they were so confident that they had a winner in this that they held off and they kept pushing it back. And then they decided to rest it on arguably the biggest movie weekend of the entire year, which is Memorial Day weekend, or one of them besides 4th of July.
So I will give you that movie at number 1. For one, because my son's middle name is Maverick.
That's fuck case. I rest my case. The defense rests, Your Honor.
But for two, because we had the debate that there's a possibility that Thor could suck, and we know that Top Gun Maverick doesn't.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Thor's going to suck. I think it's going to be good. It just I'm a little worried because of how Marvel has been with their programming lately. Even the TV shows like WandaVision and Loki were great. I personally enjoyed Hawkeye, but I could see where
I loved Hawkeye.
I could see where people think it's just kind of okay, middle of the road. I thought that about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I thought that was just okay. And I was really disappointed by the fact that was the one I was looking forward to the most.
Yeah. Well, it's because they recycled the episodes every single time. It was the same fucking thing every single episode. They were fighting, then we got to get back together to fight this common goal.
Yeah.
Well, I think with that show too, I think the pandemic had a lot to do with that, and I think they changed the plot of the show midway through because I think it had to do with this like a virus.
Yeah, I think it was biological warfare or something.
Yeah, and they had to change it because of COVID, so that kind of completely revamped everything. But I think for Thor being number 2 is a pretty good spot for it because I think it's going to be good because it's got the original director back. He's kind of created this whole new version of Thor that everybody seems to like, and I think he's brought out the best version of Chris Hemsworth so far that we've seen in the movies. But
yeah,
like I
agree.
But I think there's just a slight apprehensiveness that I have going in that I'm going to be a little disappointed by it, just because Marvel seems to have lost some of their cohesiveness with their movies.
Now, I'm with you. It's number 2 because it might suck, but I just looking at the way that they're setting things up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think that they're just not connecting everything right away. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to get some connections down the road, especially with Loki and Spider-Man. And Doctor Strange now, I guess. And I think they're going to try and tie it into other non-Disney properties that Disney has acquired. So I think they're trying to set it up for something.
So you're saying it's not necessarily doomed?
Right, exactly.
Oh, you went somewhere different. I was expecting like Avengers versus Muppets. The Swedish chef has got his mixer versus Mjolnir. Who wields it best?
And also Top Gun Maverick is that phototypical summer movie.
Yeah,
it really is.
It is. It's summer blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
Quintessential summer blockbuster.
What's funny is before we unveil our final list, I put a poll question up on Twitter yesterday, which actually got quite a big response. Let me bring up the stats here real quick, but I believe Top Gun because the thing I hate about Twitter is they only give you 4 choices when you're running a poll question. But I had as the choices the movies that I think are probably going to be the biggest hits of the summer. I had Top Gun Maverick, Jurassic World, Thor, and Lightyear. Jurassic World and Thor tied for number 1, and then Top Gun was number 3, I guess. And then Lightyear pulled up the rear at 7% of the vote.
I think that...
Interesting.
So thank you to all you that voted on that poll question, by the way.
It might be the fact that the other 2 are more recently revived franchises, and Top Gun is 35 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I guess I could see your guys' apprehension a little bit about putting it number 1 because I'm a child of the 80s. You guys are children of the 90s.
Movie's fucking older than me, Russ. Jesus Christ.
I learned about from riding the roller coaster at Kings Island. No.
Oh, dude. I used to love standing in line for that because all it did was play the Top Gun theme song while you waited.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I'm getting so jazzed up, and then like the roller coaster kind of sucked.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck,
so
let's
short.
go ride it again because I want to hear the song again. That was well before the time.
Eventually, they put in little TVs where they played Top Gun the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they used to play the theme, and then they played Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins too.
No, take my breath away.
Nah, they're not trying to have people making out to blue light while you're waiting on that roller coaster. Okay, so what's the top 5, gang? So we're this is the definitive list. We're good with this. Top Gun number 1.
Top Gun number 1.
Thor number 2.
Thor number 2. Yep.
We've got Bullet Train at number 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though Adam just had a look of disgust when I said Bullet Train at number 3. Number 4 is Jurassic World Dominion.
Yep.
And then number 5 is Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
I'm pretty happy with that list. I mean, I'm gonna definitely be there opening day at least opening weekend. I can't say opening day, but I'll be there opening weekend for all those movies.
Yeah.
I have another baby that's due within 12 days, so I will make it to one of them.
I was going to go see, they're doing a special screening at IMAX Cinemas for Top Gun the Tuesday before it comes out.
Oh, nice.
Son's got a baseball game that night. So I was like, okay, I'll just go Thursday, the night before it officially opens. Son's got a baseball game that night. So I'm like, okay.
Why are you such a good father? Just go see the movie.
So I'm going to go see it Friday. And actually, I'm very excited. When we went, my son and I went seeing Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and they showed the trailer for Top Gun during Sonic the Hedgehog. And my son was more excited for that than he was Thor.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it's got airplanes and shit, so I'm sure that probably had a lot to do with it. But
I mean, it does look really cool.
So
I wasn't half staffed like you were watching it, but I was pretty excited watching it.
I was very I was like, okay, cool. And that's the first time I'd been to an IMAX movie in a while where they've actually shown I've got to see the prologue for something. Because didn't they do something
Tenet
for?
Was the last one, wasn't it?
No, I didn't get the. Did I get the Tenet prologue?
We got it for something because I remember watching it.
Oh yeah, we did. We did. I don't remember what movie it was, but
yeah.
All right. Well, before we wrap this up, do either one of you gentlemen have anything you would like to add to the summer movie preview?
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum.
Hopefully, it's not one big pile of shit.
Lucas, do you have anything you want to add, like a random actor's name?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm good. But I am excited to see at least one of these movies with you gentlemen.
Well, I think we already know certain listener that we convened to Marvel movies with. We'll be seeing Thor: Love and Thunder.
Sir.
Hopefully at the same time. Yeah, they're shot at. But yeah, I know.
Put that down.
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
Pick it up and mark it down. But yeah, I mean, I'll be going to see most of these movies. So, but yeah, I don't have anything else to add. I think I'm just glad that we get some semblance of normal this summer for the movies.
Yeah.
I think I made it to the theater 3 times during the summer. And I usually, during summer movie season, I think I go every weekend.
Yeah.
You do go to the movies a lot, yeah, which is awesome.
Well, it's my thing.
It's your thing.
So,
mine's making children.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, Lucas. This might blow your mind, but Adam and I have created a couple of youngsters ourselves. We just haven't done it recently.
And you spread them apart.
Yes, me more so than anybody else. I waited almost a decade to have my second. But hey, that's going to wrap up this episode. Thanks, guys. Sorry this took so long to record. It seemed like it was one roadblock after another, but it was nice to get together and chat with you gents.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we will do it again soon. So until next week, we will talk to you guys later. And that's going to do it for today's episode. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for all the latest show updates. We are going to be rolling out a Discord soon, so that's going to give each and every one of you a chance to interact with me and Lucas and producer Adam and our many guests that appear on the show to give us your feedback, your thoughts, your concerns. Ask us why we continue to punish you guys each and every week by putting out episodes, whatever's on your mind. Be sure to follow us so you get the latest updates on when that's going to roll out soon. If you like what we're doing here on the show, please, we beg you to leave us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify. If you don't like what you heard today or any of our previous episodes, hey, we get it. We're a little rough around the edges. We understand. Just pretend like you didn't hear the show. I know I personally have wasted an hour of my time on worse things, so we get it. But we thank you for listening. Be sure to catch us each and every Tuesday with brand new episodes. Be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so you don't miss out. So until next Tuesday, we will talk to you guys later.